Hello everyone, this is Dr. Benjamin once again. Welcome you to our session. Now, today I'm going to talk about what I call how to overcome sales objection. You know why? As a sales trainer, I coach, I teach, and I help people to increase their skills in sales profession. But there is one challenge that they have in common. Not only them, but also this is something that we normally have, even our normal life, we get this kind of the objection. So today I'm going to help you to understand how can you overcome them. How can you, let's say, answer this objection that we normally meet when we are talking to our customer. Now, me well, I'm going to give you the secret. I'm going to give you what I use personally, because I know before you meet the customer, you need to prepare yourself. Now, here, I'm going to share with you what you need to prepare for. Now, if you are a salesperson or if you are working somewhere and you are selling a service, you are selling the product, somewhere, somehow, there are what I call the 6 categories. Listen carefully. You take those objections that you will hear from whatever, from the customer or from the prospect or from the client, whatever you call it, because all those customer, client, prospect, those are total different. They are not the same. Even though I hear people, they confuse like the difference between a prospect, the difference between a customer, the difference between a client. Those are the 3 people who are totally different. Maybe next time I will share with you the difference. But now I want to share with you what I call the common objection that you will hear from customer. And then once you know what are those objections once you know what are those objections, I hope for you, before you meet the customer, you need to prepare. You need to prepare. You need to prepare. I will repeat again. If you are a sales profession, if you are working in any industry, B2B, either you are working in life insurance, whatever, as a sales profession, you need to prepare yourself before you meet the customer. Now, prepare what? These are the area where objection will come from. So it's better to prepare yourself. How you will answer if the customer says so and so. How will you answer that? Now, how will you make a clear statement so that he or she can understand what you mean? Now, I have divided this objection in 6 categories. Listen carefully. I'm not saying like we have 6 objections. We have over 40. How many? Over 40 objections. And maybe I will teach you how to answer them in the next session. But today, those 40 objections, they are divided in 6 categories. I hope you really understand. 6 categories. Now, let's go one by one. The objection that you will hear, by the way, if you ask me, Benjamin, what is objection? Most people, they don't even understand what is the objection is. Now, the objection, those are the concern. I repeat again, it is the concern a customer has related to the product of yours, related to the service that you are selling. A concern. Either the customer is not clear about a so and so. So those objections, they are 40 in my own experience, working with different people, experts, maybe in the field of sales, being in sales over 10 years. These objections, they are divided in 6 categories. So now let's look one by one. Now, there are some objections that you will hear from the customer related to the price. Okay, so as a salesperson, as a sales professional, you need to prepare that if you are selling a product, if you are selling a service, there is a concern a customer may have related to your product, which is related to the price. You may say, Benjamin, what are you talking about? The customer have a concern related to the price. They may say, Benjamin, your price of your product is very high. Okay, listen now, the price of your product, the price of your service is very high. What do you do? Now, the customer is telling you that he's not or she's not convinced, okay, like the price of your product and the price of your product and the value. So I will teach you how to handle that. So now there are some like objections that are related to the price. You need to prepare before you meet a customer. Before, like if you are selling the service and the product, there are some objections that will come that are related to the price. That is the secret. Before you go to meet them, you need to prepare what you will answer, how you will do a clarification, all of those stuff. So this is the number one, the price. The objection related to the price. I will give you the list maybe on the next session. Also, there are some objections that will come that are related to the quality of your product. You need to be careful that the customer will ask the quality of this, how long this product will say. I don't think like this product can be used by our company. I will share with you that the objection related to the price, objection related to the quality, and again there are also some objections that are related to the budget. We don't have a budget at this year. We don't have a budget for your product at this month. Listen carefully now. Those are the objections that are related to the budget. And again, there are also other objections that are related to the needs. Okay? The need. If a customer doesn't need your product, as a salesperson, what you do most of the time, you need to create that need. Because some customers, they don't buy until you explain the quality, why, the value, until you explain like the value of the product. If they don't take it now, that maybe next time the product will be, like the price of the product will be high, you need to create that. That is what we call again, the urgency. Okay, there is no urgency. They may need it, okay, they need it, but how long they will take it. So I need to buy a car, I need to buy a house, but when? So you need as a salesperson to create this. So you need to be careful. So these are the objections. But lastly, it is not that I call like the big one. Category, they are like objection, how we categorize them. They are most, let's say, the most objection will come from the trust. No matter how good your product is, if your customer, if the prospect, if the client doesn't trust you, he will never buy from you. So you need to understand. Now, how can you position yourself as someone who is selling the product and the service where a customer can trust you? So we will go into details maybe now. But some objection, most customers, they don't buy the product, not because they don't, not because the product doesn't have the quality, not because they don't like have money to buy, not because they don't have a budget, but most customers don't buy our product and the service because of what I call the lack of trust. Now the question is, how do you how you position yourself to the level that the customer can trust you? It's not the session of today. I will share with you the secret, the secret or the tools or the strategy you can use to position yourself as someone who is providing what? A solution to the problem. Remember, sales profession, all of them, you are, how do you call yourself? You are, how do you call yourself? If you are a salesperson, I know you know who you are. Every sales profession who is in this very good and the best profession in the world, you are solution provider. You are value provider. You provide a value. You solve the problem of the customer. Now, these are like 6 categories of objection. You will hear objection from the price, objection from the quality, objection from the budget, objection from the need, objection from the agents, and again, the last 3, it is the trust. So these are the concern customer has related to any product. Any product. So as a salesperson, you need to position yourself. And again, what do? You tell the customer that, you need to take this. So this is what I have for today. The 6 categories 6 categories of the objection. Like, how do we categorize the objection? We have more objection, over 40 objections, but we categorize them in 6 areas. There are some, like the areas, we call it the areas. We categorize those objections in 6 categories. The objection that are related to the price, objection that are related to the budget, objection that are related to the quality, objection that are related to the need, objection that are related to the trust and the urgency. These are the 6 categories. How? Now the question will be, how do you handle objection? Okay, so thank you so much for watching. I will see you in part 2 of our session. And now I'm going to share with you how do you overcome objection.